That's right, and I'll quickly go. We're only 30 seconds till Derby time, so I'll quickly run through Team Spain, which is 0 syntax error. Number 1011, Darth Ada. Number 111, Aroca. Number 15, Furia Polacanera. Number 20, Maddie. Number 247, Mia Palau. Number 3, Bicha. Number 333, Clara Despistes. 517, Iron D Doll. 52, Bambi Killer. 63, Pera Pelegro. 718, Ali Oli. 878, Hija Odin. 86, Hawaii. And 877, Mariquita.
I'll let him go ahead and get started here, and then I'll give you Team Czech.
So Darth Ada versus Klenkova for Team Czech as they're straight off into this. Now, both these two teams have played against Team Philippines coming into this game. It's the only sort of crossover they've had. And straight up in here, we've got Darth Ada coming on with lead jammer. Just looking around, 5 points on the board, getting told to continue around. I think that Team Czech is yet to make their initial pass, which is why she was told to continue forward.
Krenkova's over there struggling through, and now we have a star pass for Team Czech. Working her way through the pack, but the pack identified it.
Yeah, we have a star pass, but it is in someone's hand, which is probably why you can't see anybody with a star on their head. Although we are seeing a very common theme here in the World Cup, which is not necessarily all stars, but some logos, which has been a great little change here in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because each one of them is reflecting the team's culture or a symbol thereof. It's been pretty neat to pull those apart.
That's right. And just if you're in the if you're out there in the audience and fairly new to roller derby, just something to keep in mind, they can make their initial pass without the star on their helmet, but they cannot score any points unless they have the actual jammer cover on their head.
Exactly. I'm going to give you Team Czech real quick. Number 121, Princess Chaos. Number 13, Krenkova. Number 1911, Pikova. Number 222, Tricky Nikki. Number 318, Doris the Explorer. Number 40, Czech. Number 515, Little Mehmaid. Number 52, Stanichkova. Number 59, Psycho Killer. Number 666, Vile Shadow. Number 68, Ghetto Kid. Number 69, Dolezolova. Number 800, Lattice Masterpiece. Number 9, Kusova. And number 99, Smeakalova.
And if you're watching the action here, Furia Porcalena is currently lead jammer, and we've had another star pass for Team Czech.
The star pass seems to be a popular thing to do during this tournament, especially if one team's got lead jammer over another. I'm seeing a lot of that happen, like right after the one team will get lead jammer, they pass the star on the other team.
Yeah,
it's kind of a, if it works, it's great, but I mean everybody's looking for it now.
No, exactly. I saw in one of the games I was commentating for yesterday, it was almost every single jam that the star was being passed. And it becomes so commonplace that they've just factored it in for strategy. So no pass, no penalty happening here for the lead jammer, which is Pela Pelegro for Team Spain, which means she's not the lead jammer. And so it doesn't going to stop her putting 5 points on the board, mind you, which is certainly something that she has done coming through here. So the lead jammer for Team Czech is Doris the Explorer.
And she's still trying to work her way through the pack. I got a call on a Team Czech game yesterday, and Doris the Explorer was rather productive for them. So was Lattice Masterpiece. However, they've been held to zeros quite a few times too. A lot of these defenses have been pretty tight on them.
Oh, so it seems as though we have had another star pass, and we're now Psycho Killer for Team Czech.
And she's still trying to make her way through the pack. Spain's defense blockers holding back the potential jammer. Meanwhile, they leave a skater out there to help get their jammer through the other part of the pack, and it's working fantastically for Spain right about now. 44-0.
All right, looks like we've got a cut track for Team Czech's pivot, who is making her way, and she has the jammer cover in her hand. So that means we have a current advantage here for Para Pellegro. But it will go the full 2 minutes. We are quite close to the end of the 2-minute jam, however.
Right, that went the full clock because we did not have a lead jammer. And it looks like it may be a power start here for Spain in this next one. I don't think we have the full 30 seconds served yet.
So a bit of hustle and bustle. One jammer in the bin, and Team Spain lining up, which is 0 Syntax Error. Syntax Error having an amazing game up against the Philippines last night, putting on an immense amount of points for a team. I think the top scorer for that game, Syntax Error. And rejoining that pack now, Psycho Killer with the star on her helmet now. 5 more points on the board for Team Spain.
Blockers keep cycling Psycho Killer back into the pack. Everywhere she turns, there's nowhere to go. And now we have a penalty taking us to making Czech a pivotless pack. And now a big pack advantage for Team Spain here as another Czech blocker goes to the box.
This jam is certainly a large scoring jam for Syntax Error, doing a bit of a jump over there on the apex.
Slid right into it.
Forearms penalty. And that's Hijadun being sent out.
Another real disadvantage here now. We have another Czech blocker going off to the sin bin. Meanwhile, we have a couple coming back in, and that's going to take us to the end of that jam. Czech not having the opportunity to get the people in place to score right yet.
No, and it's certainly Spain coming out of the gates like a bull, like the running of the bulls. And
wow, that was a good one.
83-0 in the first 7.5 minutes. Their points differential is a massive thing here in the Roller Derby World Cup, and so you won't see Spain lightening up, and neither team, of course, as they roll on through this game. They're going to want to put on as many points as they can. That's
right. Your jammers right now are Clara Despistes and Krenkova for Spain and Czech, respectively.
Clara Despistes?
Yes.
I haven't seen her jam much, actually, in previous games. She's calling that off as she rounds the corner. Now, obviously trying to take advantage of the fact that the Team Czech have their jammer in the bin at this stage. Team Czech having a lot more fouls coming into this first half. Obviously sort of struggling against sort of a very strong offense coming in from Team Spain.
Well, Team Spain's forcing the cut track. They're forcing the back block.
Yeah.
They're doing all kinds of stuff to upset the jammer, upset just the constitution of Team Czech's pack altogether.
Yeah, certainly putting him on the back foot, so to speak. Finding that gap straight on in there, and that's Darth Vader.
And again, Krenkova is going to be the jammer for Czech, but she's in the penalty box at the moment.
Team Spain forming a strong 3-wall here. Doing great work to knock Kankova out on the inside. What I love about a good 3-wall is when they rotate like a cog.
Oh, absolutely.
That is top 3-wall action.
And for them to read the jammer that well, where the jammer goes right, they go right, or they go left since they're the mirror image. And the blockers just automatically know, okay, it's my turn. It's stunning to watch that sometimes.
It sure is.
But it's a really, really sad place for a jammer to be.
Never has there been a harder time to be a jammer than in the current climate we sit in, because blocking defense has just gotten better and better and better over the last few years.
There's a lot more science to this game than there was when we started out in 2006 or so. It's just the growth, the development. It's been amazing to watch.
And just watching the strategy of the game evolve every single year, it makes this one of the most exciting sports to be involved with in the world today.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, back in the game, Darth Ada putting points on the board, having a massive jam right now, and clocking up another 4 points, no, the 5 points, I'm afraid. So making a 29-point jam to Team Spain, 116 to Team Czech, 0 at this stage. So just a reminder, we are in day 3.
Day 3.
It's easy to get lost.
Today finishes up with 4 quarterfinal games.
That's right. We're still in sort of deciding who gets to go into the finals and who gets to rank where as we start the quarterfinals. So it's all about the rankings at this stage. And Team Spain lead jammer once again, Furia Pologrena. Lead jammer for Team Spain.
And you're watching Doris the Explorer as the jammer for Team Czech, and she is through the pack. No pass, no penalty on her pass. And that is going to cost her, since she didn't get lead jammer. That got called off before she can get around on the scoring run. However, that was the good first pass for Team Czech we've seen.
We've got some amazing sponsors who have come through. Frogmouth have recently become a sponsor for remaining Cup of the World days, and let's talk about those Frogmouth uniforms. Most of the World Cup teams are wearing, nearly all of them, a special kind of reversible jersey. One jersey dyed on both sides to make 2 tops for the weight of 1. It's perfect for tournaments and travel teams, and that's why 18 World Cup teams, including Australia, Sweden and Argentina, are all wearing it. Find out more at frogmouthclothing.com.
You're watching Perra Peligro for Spain here, jamming quite successfully. And now we get a little tangle in the pack as she approaches again. She's through again on a scoring run. The star has been stashed, and it's kept by the jammer. We'll see Dolazalova put the star back on. Called off just as she approaches the back of the pack. Spain holding Czech to 0.
So in the first quarter of this match, we're looking at a 133 points Spain to Team Czech's 0. It's certainly not holding Team Czech back at all. They are coming out every single jam and giving it everything they've got, which is absolutely fantastic to see. And Team Czech, I just went and grabbed myself one of their t-shirts because they have one of the best logos in the sport, if you ask me. Well, here I am chatting away. Team Czech lead jammer and lattice masterpiece coming out, looking to put some points on the board. That pack has sped up to try and see if they can stem it. It's jammer on jammer action. Syntax error is right there. She's not happy about it. She's going to try to take her out. Syntax error all the way out. She misses on her big hit. It's fantastic work there from Gladys Masterpiece.
And that was some killer skating right there.
That was awesome.
Gladys Masterpiece has been kind of furious on this track, like throughout the tournament. And you'll see bursts of productivity from her that are just like, wow.
Yeah.
Let's do that every jam.
Yeah, exactly. That was absolutely magnetic. It's fantastic to see, especially in a score system like we're looking at the moment. This crowd goes absolutely ballistic for the underdog, and in fact the sport goes ballistic for the underdog. And we've got ourselves a bit of an official timeout. Great time to mention the Sucker Punch Skate Shop. As Europe's original derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Our technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is our availability of your favorite gear and fast shipping we offer throughout Europe. Visit us at www.suckerpunchskateshop.com. Well, what a great jam there by Team Czech. And I loved seeing Syntax Error fly off into the crowd as she tried to take her out. That was really great.
They were coming around at that speed, and one hip check by a Czech, and she's out of bounds. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. And I was saying just the other day, this is one of the few sports that you can actually sit there and everyone gets cheered for.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to watch that too. Because like naturally we've seen, especially in day one, we were seeing teams run away with it. But when the underdog was able to even put a point on the board, the place, all the fans, even the other team off their bench cheering for him.
Yeah.
And it's just this sport is like everybody wants everybody to do well, and it's not like everybody gets a medal kind of thing. It's competitive and it's fierce.
Yeah.
But when another team, when they do well and they're down that far, everybody just goes, yeah, great, good for you. Now you're making progress.
Yeah, and everybody wins. Clara Despistes.
And it makes the sport grow. I mean, since 2011, look at the growth between Canada, England, Australia, even teams in Sweden and Norway. They've all just gotten better and better and better as we've gone along. Team Germany's the same. We did that first World Cup in 2011, and you were seeing the USA run away with it by 300, 400 points. But they all learned, and they all came back, and now the margins are lower between these teams, and it's beautiful to watch that now too.
And after day one, USA was 7th down the list.
Yeah,
and that's not to say Team USA have an amazing squad, and they've got like the players are some of the greatest and really lovely women.
Right.
And but it's nothing dispersion against them. It's about the rest of the world saying, you know what, we're here and we're ready and we're on the same level.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's growing, and even in the next World Cup, it's going to be even tighter.
Of course, and it's just really being recognized as an absolute global sport.
Yeah.
So Clara Despistes, I'm probably saying that wrong. Apologies out there to Espanol if I am. My Spanish is not very great. I can say a few things.
Well, you've got your own accent to manage.
That's true. It's tough. Hard yakka. So 15-0, Team Spain 151 to Team Czech 4.
And in spite of being a lead jammer, it looks like Team Spain is just going to run the clock out here. We're 9 seconds left in the jam. It looks like that's what they're going to do if they can hold lead jammer and hold back the other jammer the entire time. Because we can kind of guess what their strategy is going to be. If Czech gets lead jammer, the whole pack's going to speed up.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw that in that first jam, and the first time that Team Czech did get that lead jammer, that pack just shot out of the gates. And I think that's pretty much how they're going to roll.
Spain's just controlling this game.
They sure are. And to them, it's about differential at this juncture. So they're just going to be like, right, well, every point that's scored against them is a point that's pretty much,
Right.
They have to double if they need to make a headway. So one of my exes was Spanish, and I learned how to say a few things for her as a treat. One of which was espero que tu espalda esté mejor, which is I hope your back is feeling better. and she had a sore back. And the other one was y tengo mala memoria y no recuerdo quién eres, which means I've lost my memory and I don't know who you are. Some great things to learn in other languages if you get the chance.
And that second phrase is why she's the ex, right?
That's exactly right.
Our officials on the screen right there. Lots of people working hard in this tournament, non-skating and skating officials. Tons of volunteers. I mean, the people here have just been fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody, all the fans are happy. All the vendors are great.
Yeah.
I was walking around and just saying hi to all the teams at their booths the other day. Everybody's got killer merchandise here. This is a great derby event. Even if you're like not that into it, it's your first derby event, go to one of these. It's amazing.
Yep. And if you send a friend to come down here and get some T-shirts or stuff for you, you know what? You don't have to wait anymore because you can get a T-shirt, different shirt every single day from the different roller league around every month. Join the Roller Derby Shirt Club at www.rollerderbyshirtclub.com, and they'll send you one out every month. So no lead jammer at this stage. Looking to change that is Doris the Explorer and Darth Vader. Although Darth Vader is not going to be able to do that because she's sitting in the bin right now. So Doris the Explorer, the only one who can make a difference in the lead jammer stakes, and they are certainly not making it easy. They're we call this not eating the baby, but what are they, soul crusher. We call that soul crusher back down in Australia, where they rewind the clock and make the jammer skate all the way back. Look at that reforming of the defense by Team Spain.
Unbelievable.
Doing a great job. The same blockers are blocking them, get knocked out of the way and coming back into place.
The star stash worked in this one. They made it look like a fake star pass there while she was in that three wall, and now they're coming. Now she's back through, but
Doris Explorer looking for a bit of assistance, so she's going to try and put some more points on the board for Team Czech. We didn't see the pack speed up here, but we did see Doris the Explorer get in there, and she's going to make her way to the side. I think she's got a big hit on her.
That one slowed her down just a little bit there. Now she's making her assessment as she makes her approach.
Yeah. And number 877 from Spain, that's Maria Quita. Maria Quita was doing great work in separating. But Team Czech, another 3 points on the board. Good work there by Team Czech and Doris the Explorer. I think Doris the Explorer was the first jammer to get through as well. So she may be the entirety of the scorers on Team Czech.
The first one was Lattice Masterpiece. She got lead jammer.
Oh, no, you are exactly right. My apologies out there.
No, that's fine. Well, I mean, we're holding out hope that they're learning here and that they're going to start trying new things and changing the behavior, if you will.
Yeah.
Because there's certain behaviors that I've seen some teams do where they're lead jammer, I better pass the star. And then by the time they reorganize and they realize who's got the star, the other team's already dusted it up and calling it off.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's about adaptability inside that game framework. So great time to mention some more sponsors, considering we are over here and getting an official review is currently underway. And so Rydell, the Roller Derby World Cup, is brought to you in part by the new Rydell Solaris. Solaris, key performance you understand, you demand, and the comfort you've been missing. Shout out to Rydell Skates, proud sponsor of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. Make your skates your own with a custom coloured, handcrafted Colour Lab boots by Rydell Skates. Powered iron plates and performance skate products. cutting-edge designed, cutting-edge performance.
Team Czech has a lot of loud and boisterous and fun fans here too, and it's been fun to watch them in some of the games because, like, when they would get lead jammer, they may be down by a few points, but they're coming by their fans going, "Come on, give me more!" It's great.
Well, it's just awesome, you know, to come into this stage and to play against some of the top teams in the world. You know, for a team that may not be necessarily in that ranking this year around, they learn so much and then can come back next time and then, you know, come up a few.
Exactly.
Bits.
I mean, well, and the field keeps expanding too. I mean, the World Cup started with 13 teams, and now we're at 38 for this event. This is outstanding.
It's amazing.
And if we can get a team from every single country in the world, we can probably start running the world.
And roller derby is going to go for a week and a half, and we'll be commentating 15 games. So just some news about that official review. Spain was requesting a cut track on the Czech jammer, but the no call stands, and Spain have lost their official review.
Well, you can't win them all.
No, you can't. I've seen some very dubious official reviews over the time, like just to use it as a fourth timeout. Official review, just double checking should they have their laces untied or some kind of mayhem.
Looks like they have an equipment problem over there. Could you check it for us?
Yeah, exactly. Some kind of mischief.
But if you do need that fourth timeout, sometimes that might work.
Bella Peligro versus Krenkova. Team Spain, jammer, Bella Peligro. And it's
Krenkova.
Krenkova.
She has lead jammer.
And look at her face. She's over the moon. Just keep going.
She's lit up.
Eyes
now watch, she's going to go by the Czech fans right there and say, yeah, give it to me. Now it's a power jam for Czech. Unbelievable.
She's going to ask for a little bit of a hand coming in here.
And now her blockers have the opportunity to help her along.
That's right, because they don't have to worry about the jammer at all. She's coming in. She needs to skate all the way back.
Backing way up here.
That's right, they need to come in, give her a bit of a hand, make some room, make some space, because she's coming in, Krenkova.
The blockers are still maintaining for Spain, but that's still points on the board. Now she's through again. That ate up a little bit of her time.
That is great, though. She's put 5 points on the board.
That's brilliant.
Krenkova laps the other jammer, Bella Peligro, who's in the box at the time. She is over the moon, and she's in there. And she's getting told to call it off. She's got an amazing work, and what a great effort there by Krenkova.
And here we are. This is the first jam that they held Spain to 0 points.
That was amazing, and not just 0 points, but 8-0, and they are absolutely over the moon as a result.
Spain charged with a timeout now.
And is that a team timeout, is it?
Yes, Spain's timeout right now.
Did you know that by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? We think roller derby can help change that stat. Learn more at hcpgirlsontrackfoundation.org. It's a big shift in the world today, isn't it? That shift between that gender parity between male sports and female sports. It's a big issue in Australian sport, as we're starting to see the women's sport starting to get paid the same amount as the male
right.
athletes.
Yeah, it's happening that way across every sport you can think of.
And it's amazing. It's really great to see. It's a really important move for this world to make into acknowledging that both genders are equal in athletics.
Right, and for stuff like even Football World Cup, you're drawing the same amount of fans. They all want to see the game.
Yeah.
males and females. It's a World Cup, and they're going bananas for it. And the females are like, well, we have the same attendance. Why are we getting the same pay?
Yeah. and look, even in Australia, VRDL, who I commentate for quite regularly, they play against the All-Australian men's team and have never lost.
Wow.
So, and all these people who sit there and say men versus women can't work out, well, roller derby is proving you wrong, world. So meanwhile, back on the track, Syntax Error versus Lattice Masterpiece.
Syntax Error's in the sin bin right now. Lattice Masterpiece with an opportunity to break it open here if she can push her way through the pack. Her blockers can help her along now that they have that opportunity.
Oh, good defense there by this Spanish three-wall.
Penalty being given to a Czech blocker, so 4-on-3 advantage in the pack now for Spain. That helps get Syntax Error through.
Having trouble seeing where the star is at this juncture. It looks like it's in someone's hands. It's like a killer. That was a massive, massive jump by Syntax Error. That must have been 6-7 foot.
It's just a broad jump right through the pack.
Yeah.
Right above everybody's knees and then landing on her own.
So this game will run the full 2 minutes. Direction is out of play.
Nobody able to stop this jam right yet, so we've got about 22 seconds left. And now the Czech jammer has the Czech Star Pass jammer is finally through the pack. Maybe a few more points on the board here. 3 more for Czech on that one. Another 4 up for Team Spain. So we go to 195.18. Clara Despistes, jamming for Spain here.
3-2.
And it'll be Doris the Explorer for Team Czech. Little pause there as the first whistle was blown.
And 3-3-3 for Spain. That is Clara Despistes. She's making her way to the bin. She got sent off. Not too sure what the penalty was there.
Doris with a chance to break it open here, but she backed up past the jammer line, well past the jammer line. And now her blockers can help her through. Looks like a star stash there.
They're just bridging and making her work for it, coming all the way back and then reforming that wall, reforming that 3-wall around her, really not having a lot of luck.
Her blockers are starting to engage the other jammer again now, back from the sin bin. So that occupies everybody. You got a couple of 3-walls separated, but not a lot of progress in that thing.
Good defense there.
Another power jam opportunity there for Czech now.
She's still struggling through, hasn't made her initial pass at this stage. Big hits and really shutting down that off. That forearms.
Arocha taking her out of bounds, well out of bounds on that last one, and does it again. Arocha's just holding down that outer line. Keeps knocking the jammer right outside of it and then backing her up.
Arocha got sent off for that last hit on her. But she's now back in the game. 2 power jams then went to Doris the Explorer on Team Czech and unable to make it past the first turn. Real struggling from that great defense from Team Spain and shutting down Team Czech.
That was very, very intense. And that was a scoreless jam.
Yeah.
That's our first 0-0 jam of the game.
I saw 2 jams yesterday that had no lead jammer and didn't even get around the first corner.
What?
2 minutes. And both teams just blocking like crazy. That was Team Indigenous versus Teams Netherlands, and they just got so many just going nowhere.
Outstanding.
Yep. You know you're in a blockers game when that happens.
A little meeting to the inside of the track there. Everybody making sure everything's above board, right where it should be.
We have an official review being called. On Team Czech is calling an official review out there, it looks. And just a shout out to one of our main sponsors here today, S1 Helmets, which is where our main track is named after, which is s1helmets.co track. And their official sponsor of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. And so the S1 Lifer helmet, best fit plus best protection, made for Roller Derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. And if you see some of the skaters with S1 Lifer visor helmets, next level of protection. S1, the official helmet of the Roller Derby World Cup. I've seen those visors before, and I think in the future you're going to have stats printed up holographically on those visors. And they're going to go, watch out for this one. The coach is going to be able to send little signals out.
Yeah, heads-up display on the inside of it for the jammer.
That's right. It'll be like a mix of your current heads-up display on your computer games and mixing it with a bit of roller derby, maybe even a little cam.
Right across the nose, it'll flash, jump the apex, jump the apex.
Yeah, call it off, call it off. So that's the future of roller derby. Got my prediction first. Someone does that now, obviously.
We're seeing, after that official review, we saw a mix up there. Now we're seeing the jammer from the last one go back to the penalty box. They're going to start this as a power start for Team Czech. And your skater there is Dolezalova. We'll have a full explanation on that review here in just a second.
All right, so this just in, that official review, the Czechs were just asking for a cut track penalty on the Team Spain jammer, and they have changed their minds, which never happens. And so they've gone, you know what, she is getting a cut track penalty, and which is why we're seeing Clara Despistas now in the box and a power jam opportunity for Team Czech. And now we've got ourselves a lead jammer for Czech.
Dolezalova.
So Dolezalova looking to put some points on the board and making some room and doing so, and there's 5 points on the board for Dolezalova. And this crowd loves it.
Clara Despistas back in action here, coming out of the sin bin. She's made her first pass through the pack. That'll get called up before Spain can hold on, get a scoring run in. Another one where they hold Spain to 0 and put points on the board.
Yep, another 8-0 jam. And look, their jammers are all getting a bit of it. They've got it's not just the one jammer coming out here and stacking on 26 points. They've spread this around Team Czech, and everyone gets a bit of the glory, which is fantastic.
Now we're looking at Darth Ader and Krenkova here on the line. Darth Ader through the pack first, and yes, gets lead jammer. Krenkova tied up in that 3-wall right now. But continues to move forward. And that's the best strategy for any jammer. And when they hit the 3-wall, just keep moving your feet, keep moving your feet. You'll get around the corner. Eventually something might break for you.
Yeah. What some great work there by Krenkova.
Star stash and kept her feet moving, and she made it out of that blocking by turn 2. See if she can put some points on the board here.
We sure are. I thought we got 1 or 2. Oh well.
Nothing doing. The only person she had her hips had passed was the other jammer.
Yeah.
She grabbed onto the back, onto the blockers again right when she came into the pack.
That's right. Well, what a stunning first half here of roller derby that we've been treated to. Team Czech certainly doing some fantastic work, but this first half very well dominated by Team Spain, and also doing a fantastic job. You've got 15 minutes to go. Grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, refill your drink, go to the bathroom.
Yep.
But do not want to miss any of this second half. We've got 14 minutes, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, come back to us.
So thanks for joining us back here in the action. We are just about to get underway for our second half.
And you're going to be looking at Furia Poligoneta and looking like Krenkova right there for Team Czech.
So scores along the bottom of the screen: 2-2-3 to Spain and 26 to Team Czech.
There we are, second half underway.
And they're furiously battling for the front there. Furia Poligoneta is the front and lead jammer, first lead jammer of this second half. Both jammers are through now. Furia getting through, and they're telling her to keep going, and now she's pulling it off. So on day 3 here, we're now playing national anthems and chosen songs of specific countries, which is lovely to hear. I'm hearing some fantastic anthems I've never heard before, and it's really nice to hear them, actually, to tell you the truth. Back on the track, we've got syntax error, and number 800 for Team Czechoslovakia, Ladis Masterpiece.
Ladis was the first one to grab lead jammer for Team Czech and kind of put the spark in the whole crowd there.
Yeah, the leader of the resistance, if you will.
Yes.
Syntax error, probably one of the most destructive jammers to the Czech team, and perhaps one of the most effective ones in Team Spain at the moment. And we've got ourselves a star pass. Staniskova.
Again, you're seeing that star pass strategy not work out quite as well as you think it would. By the time they get refit and everybody knows where everything is, the jam is over or it's getting called off.
Exactly. Star pass may come off, but it might not necessarily yield any results. So Darth Ada for Team Spain, Doris the Explorer for Team Czech. Darth Ada now lead jammer. Which I'd love to see for Team Czech. T-shirt say check yourself before you wreck yourself. That would be awesome.
Or maybe the logo on the front says "Check me out" on the back.
Yeah. Check, mate.
That'll be for their tour of Australia.
Yeah.
You say "Check, mate."
Check, mate. That's right. Where you from? Check, mate. So, lead jammer, 5 points going to Darth Vader.
Doris still working on those blockers, still just trying to push forward, and they keep pushing back, and they keep nudging her out of bounds and backing her up.
Princess Chaos, the back marker quite a few times here for Darth Vader, having to go back. Keeps getting knocked out. And that's Darth Vader pulling it off.
It's a score 242 to 26 with just under 26 minutes left in the game.
Dolizalova now at the line 14 check, and that looks like, well, I don't want to say it until I can see it.
Wow, great moves there by Furia Polagranera. Just floating through that defense. And Dolizalova is also through. And Furia, she hears something over the crowd and calls it off.
That was a really fast jam. She grabbed lead jammer faster than we've seen it. almost as fast as we've seen from the bigger teams.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very, very quick. So a lot of action from Furia. Syntax error. Or syntax error. Double R there. We don't roll our R's in Australia. We have trouble getting off our R's. So here we are, syntax error. Flying around. Lead jam already. That was quick.
Krenkovic still trying to grab through that pack. Getting recycled. Now she's through.
That was some fancy footwork there by Krenkovic.
Nice little spin to the inside, and that got her through. All it takes is sometimes just a slight change in behavior, and you're fooling the other team, and you can make your progress.
Oh yeah, so they're keeping a lot of pressure on.
Now we're going to look at Perra Peligro for Spain and Lattice Masterpiece for Czech.
But it is Perra Peligro who is skating around with the lead jammer.
I like that we get to say all these names, man. This is good. It's a test of our tongues.
It sure is.
Lattice made her way through there. Czech blocker to the sin bin. That one ends right there. Nothing doing on the last go round. Dolizalova back out to jam for Team Czech. Darth Vader for Team Spain. Darth Vader straight through the middle of the pack. Almost unacknowledged by the blockers. And now we have a foot race for the jammers. Dolizalova makes almost equal progress, and that's going to call that one off. before she can get around on a scoring run. Good effort there by Team Czech that time.
So number 15 for Spain, which is Fulia Policanero, back on the track. A little bullet. And can't see the three. It's probably Doris the Explorer. It does look like Doris the Explorer.
It is.
Doris looks like she was going to jump them all then with her arm movement.
The three wall just occupying the entire width of the track for them.
And this is something that Spain should really be commended on here. Their three wall has been absolutely relentless throughout this game, and has been really the main thing stopping Team Czech from really getting anywhere. And it's just that amazing defense, and really putting a lot of effort into shutting down that Czech jammer.
It gave them the ability to completely control the game in the first half.
Yeah. It makes such a difference.
I mean, the pack just held up here in the first straightaway because of that three wall, and the other Spain blocker working on the other three wall with her jammer.
Yeah.
It's just giving them progress over and over.
And Aroka is a big part of that. We see her consistently in these walls. And right now we've also got Bambi Killer in there. And can't see the stage. Rocker there.
Some huge tallies in the first half. 30 points.
Team Czech just sending in someone to help break up that three wall.
There's a star pass there with the Stanichkova, and she's working on the three wall now.
Just taking a bit of turn so that everyone doesn't get worn out. But we do have a forearms penalty going to Furia Policanera. Not that it's going to matter because there's only 1 second left in the jam. Which is going to leave next jam with Team Czech in a good position. And hopefully Krenkova can convert this with that opportunity there.
The last power start she was in, that was her opportunity to score. She grabbed lead jammer and just started digging into the fans over there in the corner and put some more points on the board.
Yeah.
It's been a slow point gathering for Team Czech, but
and that was her 8-0. That one.
Tomchenkova, jamming for Team Czech.
Cut track. Being sent off there is 7-1-8. That's Alioli. He's sent off for a cut track. And coming around for a scoring pass for the Policanera. And there's the lead jammer now going to, well, she started in the bin, that's right. So she is now the lead jammer after making her initial pass.
Krenkova's through. She couldn't make lead jammer out of that power start, but she did have a bit of an opportunity to maybe put some on the board there.
Oh, she did. She got 2 points on the board for Team Czech. Now that might be the first points that Team Czech have gotten this season.
For this half, yes.
Yeah. Great time to mention one of our sponsors, Kaya Skates. So Kaya Skates, the Kaya Sapphire, lightweight composite shell from the box fit, affordable, durable, and available now. Hashtag it's time. And Kaya's custom Onyx boots are available now. Create your perfect skates with our new colors, including teal, which is a fantastic color, by the way, and the shiniest gold you've ever seen. It's time.
Now the Czech defenders, the Czech blockers back into the Spanish jammer way back there. That 3-wall was really effective going into turn 2.
Syntax error, knocking down 2 of the Czech blockers.
Another, there's a wall of Spain blockers. The pack in Spain holding back just one skater for Team Czech there, so that they can maintain the pack through the curve and just make space for their jammer.
Yeah.
Not a lot of pack motion here. We're staying kind of in the straightaway and in turn 1 the entire time.
So Lattice Masterpiece currently with the jammer cover, helmet cover in her hand. Czech is having a lot of trouble with this 3-wall. They passed it through. They've only got 13 seconds on the board. They better get around there quick. She's had it.
Staniskova
has seen how long she's got, and she knows how much time she's got to put some points on the board. She may have just managed to do so. 3 points, and we've got 2 points up there.
14 points for Spain, 2 for Team Czech.
Oh, that was 4. My apologies for Team Spain. So all up that jam, 14 points, Team Spain. So we've got a team timeout now, going through to Team Czech. And what a perfect time to mention Sweet 80. Sweet80.com is the new roller derby inspired leisurewear brand dedicated to Claire Sweetermix Lawrence. Sweet 80's range of hoodies, jackets, vests, tees, and accessories are perfect for the track, gym, and street. Suck it up. A portion of profits go to Claire Lawrence Foundation to fund brain cancer charities. Sweet80.com, where roll give.
You took a look at the Team Czech fans there in the break, and you can see they've got the little tattoo things on their face. They're selling those at their merchandise booth.
Oh yeah, and if you buy a T-shirt, they'll give you them for free. I almost put them on, and I'm like, I can't do that. There we go.
Yes, we have to remain impartial.
That's exactly right. But I think I might have to go with this game, go over and tell them to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I got to put that on a T-shirt. They will sell like hotcakes. Not even hotcakes sell like hotcakes anymore. 0-1, Darth Ada, lead jammer, flying out of the gates here, up against Dolezalova.
I've got the Czech pronunciations, some of the Spanish ones there.
Mr. Dolezalova.
Just unbelievably smooth how those blockers are making it for their jammer for Spain.
Look, Spain are an incredibly tight unit. They know where their jammer is at all stages. They make room for him. Their defense is incredibly strong, and they're adaptable enough to be able to take on sort of jammer and also assist their jammer at the same time.
And we're seeing them make changes within seconds to adjust to a new look every time Czech comes out of a different way.
Exactly, a very versatile team. Team Spain certainly one to look out for going further into the competition.
Star Stash Dolezalova is going to spend a little time in the penalty box there. So a power jam for Spain at a time when It's one of the last things they need. Darth Vader just working. Czech blockers trying to get together, and Ali just keeping one Czech blocker back so that they can't form a four wall at all, or even put all their blockers together.
Exactly, some great strategy there, separating up the defensive structure. One of my favourite players for Team Czech is little Meh mate.
Meh. How's your derby today? Meh.
It's all right. Can't complain. So, looks like we've got here some Furia Bologanera.
And Doris the Explorer for Czech.
Straight out the front. You only have to call her name, and a few seconds later she's like Gemma.
Of course.
And Czech's got Doris the Explorer there. Doris having a lot of trouble with this Spanish defense.
Well, it's repeated behavior. Now they're kind of falling back into a crisis management thing.
She's through.
That puts her through, and we've seen a star pass now about 3 times to Stanichkova, but they have yet to start Stanichkova at the line.
And Furia calling it off. So we had just past the 12-minute mark. 12 minutes left in this game. The scores stand at 3:57 to Team Czech on 30. And we've got ourselves reforming. So 0 syntax error against Krenkova. Syntax error coming on the inside edge. The Czech blockers having a little bit of trouble, and the pivot being sent off.
Syntax error. It is complete. A 5-point scoring pass there.
Little move to the inside. Syntax error puts 5 up.
Krenkova, I think, has been probably getting through the pack.
She is getting a little more forward progress than some of the other jammers.
Yeah.
Again, she's one of those jammers where her feet don't stop moving when she makes contact with the 3-wall.
No, that's right, which is probably giving her that advantage. She doesn't just try and push into it. She still keeps versatile and tries to keep her ready. And she has a super shiny helmet.
She's also finding a way to move the 3-wall to her to where she wants it, and then roll off of it in the other direction.
Yeah.
Dolizalova now jamming for Czech.
And a lot of it comes down to how much practice they've had against that 3-wall defense. And I'm sure they're going to leave this competition and just drill and try and work their way around it.
Absolutely.
It's about exposure and exposure to different defense techniques. And as soon as you've got yourself shut down in one game from one technique, then that's exactly what you need to train yourself to get around it next time.
And we're watching Perra Peligro here for Spain. That's 10 points up for her now. Another 5 up. That's 15 for Perra Peligro. We have a star pass now for Team Czech, and they pass to Stanichkova.
They sure did. Stanichkova now looking to have the park. She looks like she's got some points on the board for Team Czech.
It's a possibility. Yes, it looks like it. 2 up.
The crowd goes nuts. So Team Czech, I think, are running at about 8 points this half. Team Spain, pretty much the same. Nah, they're quite a large.
That's about right, because we started 26 for Team Czech at the end of the half.
Yeah, so it's at 6 points, my apologies. And so 3-1-8. Oh, Doris the Explorer looking to find a way around to the inside edge. That would have been awfully full. Unfortunately, it is Darth Vader. Not unfortunate for the Spaniards.
Doris coming back into the for the Czech Republic. Good defense by Czech.
These hops to out of bounds are costing Team Czech here any forward progress. That 3-wall notwithstanding, you're starting to see hops by the jammer, and it puts her out of bounds, and the blockers move exactly to where they want to be then to back her up further and further. And this is a study in contrast too, because she's moving her feet, but she's not moving her feet forward, which we're getting from Krenkova. Krenkova keeps moving forward, staying in bounds, and then eventually just rolls off that. She's trying to go one way or the other, and the pack's just moving. The blockers are just moving with her.
Yeah. And it's really draining her as well. You can see it. She sort of tries to launch back in there. But it's so quick to adapt.
They had scored 360 points total in 3 bouts. In the 3 bouts they played previously. Obviously, they are at 400 right now.
And Team Spain, 400 on the board.
20 points this game.
Very respectable score. We've got someone being sent off over there.
Darth Vader again, an easy pass through the inside.
5 more points on the board for Darth Vader. That's going to see a 25-point jam for Team Spain.
Doris the Explorer going to the box. Now for a multi-star, Little Mermaid at the start. All right, so I don't think that's a power jam. That could be my mistake. No star, easy. All right. Yeah, Doris is clearly in the box. I think she's going to get the start.
All right, we're going to look at a power start here now for Spain. Doris the Explorer at the last bit ends up in the box for a multiplayer block, and she had the star stashed. Now it's back on her helmet.
Strong athletic would like to thank the different community for always changing, holding one another to high standards, and helping to constantly make our sport better.
You're looking at Furia Poligonera for Spain.
If I had to guess without any statistic in front of me, I would say Furia Poligonera is probably coming in the lead points for this game at the moment. She's been incredibly versatile against Team Czech.
Furious on her first scoring pass after being declared lead jammer under 6 minutes to play.
And more production there. She sees her first 5 up on this run.
Stanishka over there trying to hold her back, unable to, coming back to help reform the 3-wall.
Doris the Explorer back in action now. That the blockers saw her coming out of the penalty box and just kind of waited on her. And now they're toying with her again like a cat and a mouse.
14 total, now 19 total. Doris trying to engage with the Spanish defenders. Doris the Explorer, the jammer for...
This could be quite a large jam. Dora is through having a star pass.
Kind of shaking her head like, finally I'm through this pack. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to go back and try to score. But that's going to end that jam. It gets called off before she gets around on that scoring run. Kind of feel her frustration there as she came through the pack. Her head's down. She's shaking her head. I'm just hoping she can chip it up before she gets back on the track.
Krenkova versus Syntax Edward.
just under 4.5 left in this half of the game. This one will take us to the end.
Can we get lead Gemma? She's so close, so close.
Double to beat, and she's got it.
Krankova, lead Gemma. As Team Czech reform around Team Spain, and here we go, Team Spain coming back around to help out with Gemma. Krankova looking to put some points on the board. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four. And she's calling it.
Calls it off, holds Spain to 0 on that one.
It's a moral victory.
Yeah. All they need is another hour.
Exactly. Robbed by time. So 3 minutes, 28 seconds left on this clock. Still absolutely anyone's game.
This is the first quarter, January 2nd. My apologies,
And 0-1-1. Darth Ada flies into action. Lead Gemma.
We're looking at Lattice Masterpiece now. Being backed up by that 3 wall, and she'll give it another go here.
Yeah.
They're so good. These blockers are so good at knocking them out of bounds to the inside, to the outside.
Yeah, and then just staying on their feet.
Absolutely.
It's that fourth one. They start there with the 3, and then they keep that fourth one as a floater, and then they just, as soon as they get around the pack, the last one just knocks them right on out.
And that has given them so much control of this game. Of course, the scoreboard's telling the tale.
That's true. So, Darth Ada, big jam for her as well. I should think that Spain's got a fairly strong rotation of the 4 jammers, so I should think that they're all fairly up there at the moment. Darth Ada and Floria Poliganera, probably 2 of the high top scorers here. No pass, no penalty going on.
Oh yeah, and every one of their jammers has seen a double-digit jam, so...
Oh, definitely. So in the last 2 minutes, 1 minute 35 seconds. Multiplayer block. Seeing Spain blocker on the way out. Darth Ada, 24 points up on the board. And just about to run out of this jam.
Just over 1 minute left. This could be the last jam of the game.
You never know when it's around this time. Might have a little quickie, and then they could, call a timeout, sneak 2 into that time.
Yes, indeed. And your jammers for this one are Furia Poliganera for Spain and Dolezalova for Team Czech.
How nice would this be? And Furia, lead jammer.
This obviously likely the final jam of the contest period. Taking it off her skates, able to complete a scoring pass that goes up 5-point grand slam for the Spanish jam.
5 up now for Spain. Czech losing a blocker to the sin bin. Another 5 up for Spain.
So we are almost out of this period clock, but we've still got a good minute and 10 seconds left on the jam clock. Dolezalova is having trouble getting through those blockers.
Now we go to a Czech power jam. Cut in the track called on Furia.
That means we're going to see the full minute left.
See if she can maybe break through this. Maybe put some points on the board in the last minute here.
If we've got a time extension.
Give the Czech fans just a little bit of something to scream for. Oh, hard hits.
No pass, no penalty. She's through.
She's through. Let's see if she can put some on the board. She's got 3 blockers to pass here.
Very last jam. Team Czech gonna get some points on the board. Dolezalova. Here's the Dolezalova. He's gonna get some points on the board for Team Czech. What a way to finish with a bit of a little victory.
The moral victory, the show of heart here in this, if you will.
Exactly, and just to show that nobody gives up until the final whistle is blown. 1 second.
She does it. She puts points on the board in the last second.
5 points on the board in the very last jam, and they are stoked. Look at that Team Czech, and what a great effort by them. Team Spain, what a monstrous effort.
That was mammoth. That was amazing by Team Spain.
Yeah.
Your unofficial final right now is 476-41. Team Czech hugging it out here on the track. They've got to be proud of that effort.
Yeah, it was a very good game there by Team Spain. It's going to keep them in good stead and hopefully give them a nice differential going into what's possibly the quarterfinals later on today.